Nice to be with you again. My name is Gbadegesin Isaac from the University of Iran. I'll be taking you through how to make use of the Coreldraw software on the computer. Now, the Coreldraw graphics suite is a suite that contains different application softwares such as Corel Font, Corel Photo Paint, Coreldraw. Now, we'll be discussing basically concentrating our efforts on the use of Coreldraw version 8.0. Now today I'll take the basic class on the tools used in Coreldraw, some basic tools, and after that they can easily go and try on their own. While the professional class will be tutored on how to make a letter edit, a fine letter edit concept of Coreldraw design on the Coreldraw. Now, there will be much of voice explanation on the basic classes, while the professional class will be advised to follow strictly the steps in this video. As we all know, that Coreldraw is a drill and practice software. The more you do, the more you know. The more you get used to it, the more you become perfect. So, upon the professional class, I'll take you through steps, some basic steps, some basic tools to use, or less of voice. In fact, I might not be voice. But as I take each steps, I want you to follow accordingly and will later end up with the desired result. I'll be using Coreldraw Graphics 8, and I want the professional class to follow me strictly. For the basic class, after this, try to on your system, on your computer software, then go through it over and over again. You can comment on the comment box if there be any question. You can comment on the comment box, or if not, you just want to get the feedback and additional knowledge, comment box is also available. By the end of this class, the basic class should be able to know how to use 5 different tools on the Coreldraw toolbox, and also they should be able to locate where the toolbox is. They should be able to know the orientations on the Coreldraw. They should be able to locate the color bar tool, and also finally they should be able to use some tools on the Coreldraw. For the professional class, they should be able to design a letter edit at the end of this class if all steps are followed as being informed. Thanks as we proceed. Now, let's start with the toolbox. The toolbox is located at the left side on your screen. I think you can see it. It is where the cursor hovers on. By default, the Coreldraw opens with the pick tool. The pick tool looks more like a cursor, but the cursor is always in white. I think you could see it up here. While the pick tool is in black format. The difference is this is always used to select. Is it to select tools? Select from your colors. It can be used also to carry a picker, as the name implies. Following the pick tool, we have the shape tool over here. Now I'll use my pick tool to select, as I've told you before, the pick tool is used to select my shape tool. Now this is my shape tool. The shape tool is used to reshape, as the name implies. It can be used to cut pictures also. It's primarily used to cut pictures also, or to reshape. So assuming we want to cut pictures down, let's try using it since we've been able to use the pick tool to select the shape tool. Let's also say the function of the shape tool. We can import a picture. You press your Ctrl I. Now I go to my pictures over here and I select any of the pictures. I click on it. I drag it here. I think we could see. Now I select my shape tools and I highlight this side. I can be able to cut. I hope you can see. This is the usefulness. Probably I want to select this pole out alone. I hope you can see. So that's the usefulness of shape 2. Now looking at it well, over here you have something like a mirror. Yeah, let me say mirror, convex lens. As the name implies, it is zoom to. It is used to magnify in and magnify out. It is used for magnification, basically. Now, if you click on the magnification zoom tool, and you are right clicking and dragging, it magnify out. It magnify out. And if you right click, it magnify in. I hope you can see. Magnify out, magnify in. So that's a function of the zoom tool. As we've said, we should be able to know how to use at least 5 tools, so I'll be taking you through 6. Now over here we have the rectangle tool. This is used to draw rectangles. I hope you can see. You click on it, then you drag down. I hope you can see. So also over here we have the ellipse tool, more or less circle tool. You can use to draw your circle. I hope you can see. And here we have your test tool. You can click on it and can be able to write whatever you want to write on with your keyboard. Finally, I'll be teaching you on how to use your ruler. The ruler is graded either in centimeter, millimeter, whatever you want it to be graded in. You can click on any, select your pick tool back. You click on any outer side, then you come here, set. You want it to be reading in inches, in centimeter, in meters, in kilometers, or whatever you want it to read in. Now it is graded in millimeter, so it is reading in millimeter. So this is your ruler. You click on it, you drag down. You click on it, you drag down. So the ruler is used for measurement. You can use it to measure whatsoever you want to measure. These are the basic tools you have to understand and know their functions while working on Coreldraw. Others are equally important, but these basic tools are effectively used very well on Coreldraw. Now, to end with, I'd like you to check through your right side of the screen. You could see your color bar. Basically, whenever you are applying color on an object, you use your pick tool. You click on it, then you pick the color. It gives you the desired color. I click on red, it changes to red. And the basic rule for applying color in Coreldraw is light color on solid color. Light color on solid color. So with this, I hope we've been able to learn a little about the basics of Coreldraw and its usefulness.
And kiss my lips with goodbye. I see it now. It was a matter of time. You know, I know. There's only one place this can lead, but you are the fire, I'm gasoline. I love you, I love you, I love you, I loved you dangerously. Ooh, more than the air that I breathe. Oh, now knew we were close at the speed that we were going. Didn't care if the explosion ruined me. Oh, baby, I loved you dangerously. Ooh, I love you dangerously. I loved you dangerously. This is gonna hurt, but I blame myself first, 'cause I ignored the truth. Drunk off of that love, my head up, there's no forgetting you. You've awoken me, but you're choking me. I was so obsessed.
we've done a lot. I hope you've learned a lot also. I would advise you and enjoin you to try these over and over again. As I've said in the opening speech, the art Coreldraw is a drill and practice process. The more you do, the more you learn. Do it over and over again and you become perfect. I expect to see you in the next chapter of this tutorial. Thanks for listening.
This is gonna hurt, but I blame myself first, 'cause I ignored the truth. Drunk off of that love, my head up, there's no forgetting you. You've awoken me, but you're choking me. I was so